Hey guys, Jay here. So in this video today, I want to talk about what I think is going to be my plan for the league start. This is a lot of unknown things. I often lean toward trying some new things, and this time is not going to be any different. So in a previous video, I have shared with you guys the concept of using the Ravenous Swarm, which basically is a like untargetable righteous fire style minion thing that is dealing damage to enemies around your character. At least that is what we got in patch note. And I was talking about impale as the potential mechanic to use and scale the damage for this minion, because I kind of predict that this minion is not going to deal a lot of damage, but it's going to attack pretty fast because it is a swarm, right? So it makes sense for a swarm to like either attack really fast with very like tickling damage, and so therefore we want to add an amount of flat damage through impale. So we will impale the enemies with different spells, different sources, and then we would deal a bunch of damage with those impale with the Ravenous Swarm. But things change. So we are still going to be using Ravenous Swarm, but we are not going to use Impale. But hey, what if this ninja bug guy is all along just a tactician? How do I play this with a tactician? Now, let's watch how I do it. Allies in your presence gain added attack damage equal to 25% of your main hand weapon damage. This can be a very significant amount. You can just wear a very slow and very high attack weapon like a two-handed mace, for example. That is going to be good. You can use a quarterstaff, which actually I think is probably what I am leaning more towards. First of all, a lot of people is not going to be using a staff because they are going unarmed is the new shiny thing. So maybe quarterstaff can be really cheap. Of course, a mace can be really cheap as well because people think warrior is nerfed. But the more I think about it, I think warrior is probably getting a lot of like life note or something that is going to make it stronger to compensate for the obvious nerf that is like receiving, right? So we can also use like a crossbow as well. It's a two-handed weapon, and it has quite a large amount of flat damage that it can have on the weapon. Long story short, right? We will share 25% of our main hand damage weapon with this minion. So hopefully if it is the kind of like fast hitting, like multiple hits minion style, it will synergy really well with this node. And when I said watch how I do it, I kind of mean watch how I do it, but also it is the name of the node. So this is going to be a solid plan. Persistent buff have 50% less the reservation, so that means anything that we do, including this minion, including all the banners that you want to use it with the whoever's pays best, or any other buff skill that you want to use. And I think there might be a lot of buff skill that you might want to use to boost your character level. Especially if we play with the banners, we can take a lot of banners note. I did try to play a banner character previously with a unique chest that allowed you to always basically have the maximum valor, and it can just give you all the resistance that you need. Like literally, you don't need any amount of resistance on your gear at all. You can just place down a banner, and with some of the notes on the skill tree that give you some amount of resistances, all elemental resistances, and the banner effect or aura effect, you are going to like basically permanently, first of all, move really fast, have a lot of armor, evasion, attack damage, and have a lot of resistances as well. So you don't need to worry a lot about your gear. So even though banner is not really a playstyle that personally I enjoy because it required to press quite a few more buttons, but if we can passively deal damage with this thing well enough with this setup, then we might not need to worry about like pressing a button to kill, and therefore we can just place down a banner for basically extra movement speed most of the time. And then when we get to like a boss, we can place down all the banners, right? So I think that might be a solid play style. And hopefully the speculation about the skill is going to be correct. Hopefully. This is the very big thing. Anyway, what if Ravenous Swarm turns out to not be a good thing that I think it is? What if it is not a solid plan at all? How to fix it? How to fix the like first character of the league, which is supposedly quite important for the whole league to how it feel. Because if it failed, then I have no character to farm with, I have no currency, and I would just have to reset everything, and it would take a lot of time, right? So, well, how to fix that? Watch how I do it, right? It's no longer a solid plan anymore. Luckily, the Tactician is not only just that. Tactician also come with a new shiny fun node that I think is 100% strong, and even if it's not strong enough, there is something tried and true in the previous league that is artillery ballista. I think that is how to pronounce that. But we can play with basically totem. We can play with any form of totem, and it does not have to be the new cannon totem, which is probably the first thing we want to try, right? It can be any kind of totem. The following notes for the Tactician cannon ready node here is going to give you a lot of buff based on the totem kind that you are using. So you can use Ancestral Warrior. You can use Artillery Ballista, as I just mentioned. Dark Effigy, I don't think is going to be a good option, especially for the Tactician, because it is more toward like attack. And this is a spell totem, basically. Mortal Cannon. I really like to try this one anyway. Siege Ballista is going to be pretty good. Shockwave Totem. Last league it was good. Now it's scale with your weapon damage. All of these totems scale with your weapon damage. So it should be good as well. Anyway, this is, I think, a very, very solid plan for league start. I have a backup plan as well, which is in the totem that you are seeing here. And so, yeah, that is everything. That is the whole plan that I got for the league start. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I am really glad that I post a bunch of ideas video on YouTube. And so, even this one, right? Let me just go back a little bit. This one, watch how I do it. I swear to God, I didn't remember this exists in POE2. I always thought to myself when I think about the Ravenous Swarm, which is this skill, I always thought to myself that, hey, hopefully they are going to add something that gives you a bunch of your weapon attack as damage, like the Rallying Cry skill in POE1. We don't have something like that in POE2. Apparently, we have it, and we don't even need to press the War Cry button. We always just have this as a Tactician. So, yeah, I think this is a solid plan. It is, again, a solid plan. So that is everything. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this one. Are you excited for any particular build or any particular new things or any other class? Or are you going to stick with, you know, what is tried and true, like the Chaos.Lich, which is a very solid starter? Are you going to follow the Popgun wave of Deadeye people who is going to terrorize the raid class anyway, regardless of what we think or what we say? Are you going to just be a warrior and just tank it like a true Giga Chat? Let me know in the comment section. That is everything for the video today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you are as excited as I am for the upcoming patch release of Path of Exile 2. I cannot wait for it to actually happen. Well, again, one more thing, right? I think I want to mention this again in the video about like my league start plan, because I would say, as small as I am, as a content creator, if you put out a guide, probably there will be some people out there who want to like follow it. If you want to follow my guide for a league start, I'm sorry I have to say, you are going in for not a good time. The reason being, I would not be able to play for the first and the second day of the league as well. So that is 2 whole days that I'm behind everyone in terms of like playing the game and in terms of like creating content and like updating, creating guides, those kind of things, testing stuff as well. So I will be going in 2 days late because of some of my personal schedule, but I would try to, first of all, I would try to learn what people are finding out about, what have been tested in the first 2 days. I think this is a new skill, even though not a lot of people is talking about it, but I think people are going to try and they will find some cool tech, and at least I will know before I actually enter the build myself. I will know roughly the attack rate and the kind of damage that it's going to do, those kind of things, right? So probably I will go in not completely blind, because I think that is going to be a little bit faster, because there are some stuff that I either try it myself in game, or I would just find out anyway if I watch a video and just save myself a little bit of time, right? I'm not that like stiff on that side of things. I want to explore things myself, but I also am open to just learning from everybody else. And yeah, this video is also a result of me learning that this thing exists. I totally forgot. I totally did not have this in mind at all. I swear. I just don't remember it. I remember that we have something just like this since POE1 in the Rallying Cry, War Cry, because I have played with it, so I remembered. This one just slipped my mind entirely. And luckily, someone in the comment section in my previous video about this Ravenous Swarm idea just let me know that, hey, Tactician have this. That is a big oh shit moment for me. And yeah, it just basically solidified my plan to go for the league. I really am intrigued in the holopalm technique as well. However, chances are probably like a lot of people is going to play it, including a lot of content creator. And if I am like 2 days later already, the things probably are figured out already. So it is no longer like a testing for me personally. It no longer has any vibe of like exploration. So I want to keep that feeling. So I want to do something a little bit less mainstream, basically. And this one seems to be a perfect idea. People probably will try this one out. They probably will figure out some mechanic with it that I can actually steal for my setup. But I don't think a lot of people is going to build around this as the first character anyway. So there's a lot to find out. Enough yapping. I thought I could have ended this like 5 minutes ago. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Somebody is also like explaining his build in the iPad. And yeah, if you're excited for that build as well, I can say it's not going to work out well. Peace. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you.